Twitter. Hello, YouTube. And there we are. Hey, everybody. It's Friday. We're going to have a good show today.
Here's a headline saying, lawyer releases video showing moments after Louisville officer shot.
Yep.
During the Breonna Taylor raid. Released a video. All he did was defend himself. Yeah. Man. I'm telling you, there will be bloodshed in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, buddy. Ah, boy.
I almost took a job in Louisville one time. That's when I went to Tampa, Florida. I almost went to Louisville instead.
Yeah.
I was offered a job both places.
Let's see. You've got something up over there.
I know I do. I'm turning it off.
That's all right. It's cool, dude.
Is that better?
Thank you, sir.
Is that better?
Thank you, sir.
Brick link up.
Thank you, sir.
Holy crap. What a Pelosi week. Yeah, no kidding. Michael Hopkins. Hi, Michael.
All right. Let me
get on that. Talk about it right now for the next 2 hours.
10-4.
Not going to be anything making you feel good.
Well, it is what it is.
I know. Hi there, my sweeties. Happy Friday. Tammy Griffin. Hey, Tammy. Tammy, take a bathing suit picture, would you, and send it to us?
Hello.
Bikini. Fair's fair. I'll send you one of mine.
Yeah.
You still got your bikini, Steve? I got it for you.
Yeah.
No?
Okay.
James Griffin says hello. Hey,
oh, my God. The sun's fixing to come out. Yay.
That's good. Well, it's not in my house. Share this video.
Music. Get some music going up here.
Shared. Post. Okay. Not yet, huh?
All right.
I'm showing 11:57, 18, 19, 20.
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Play some fiddle music.
Play some fiddle music?
Play some dang fiddle.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Oh, boy.
It's going to be fun today.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm sitting here looking at you and me, and look at these two old farts. God almighty.
Hey,
you like me, had an extended several-decade career in commercial broadcasting. I'm 50 years almost, thereabouts.
Yes,
here
sir.
We sit again. This is right at the tail end of that.
Oh, brother, we're not done yet.
No, I didn't say we were done yet, but we're approaching it. We're a lot closer to the end than we were to the beginning.
Yes.
It's not like I'm not middle-aged, and neither are you. I don't know. I don't count on living to be in 120.
You know, it's funny. I'm having more fun now than I'm having a lot more quality fun here now than I can remember having on terrestrial radio.
Not me. Because I was always
of course
the lead
not.
doc.
You got paid 7 figures.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yes,
that.
And that's a nice thing too.
Yes,
believe me. But and the huge promotions and wow, the wonderful on-air promotions
and all that
the trips we took and the remote broadcasts from Russia and Germany
and all that
and
all
Mexico
that and all that
England. Yeah, and there was a lot of Pelosi. God almighty.
Yeah, but
29. We're less than a minute. You are aware.
I'm ready.
Yeah, but so this is, to me, it's like the tail end of it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm in here with you, and you're my buddy, and
you're my buddy.
We're buddies
most of the time. Hello.
Every now and then you get all weird.
Every now and then you get a little sideways, but that's all right. Pelosi breath.
Yeah, nasty, because I don't mind having a nasty Pelosi right in my face, boy.
Hey, now.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
All right.
Even now.
Stand by and get ready.
Come on. 20 seconds. I'm shutting up. Man, I'm a little disappointed, Steve.
What's that?
Well, no, I asked you to open us up with fiddle music. That is not fiddles.
This is the best I can do.
Banjo music. Monday at noon, we'll be right in here with banjos.
Sure,
Be sure to join us for that.
I'll get on that right away.
Yeah. How you doing, man? How you doing? Oh boy, let's say the F word real quick. You want to?
Pelosi?
No.
What?
I'm going to say the F word.
Go ahead.
Friday.
Thank you, sir.
And then because no, I wasn't going to do Pelosi. They're Pelosi breast, Pelosi hole. Today is Michael Douglas's 76th birthday, and Catherine Zeta-Jones. He has seen her naked. That's probably the greatest accomplishment in his life. I would think.
Way to go, Michael.
Well, I don't. Isn't his daddy still alive, Kirk?
No, he died recently.
He died?
He did, yes. I think he lived to be 103.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alexa, how old was Kirk Douglas when he died?
Kirk Douglas died at 103 years old.
Wow, good, Steve. Thank you, Alexa. That's enough. Alexa, hush. And today is Barbara Walters' birthday. Alexa, stop. Dang, women. Barbara Walters' birthday's today, too. Guess the years.
I think she's like 91.
Perfect. Wow, right on the money. And she's single too. Would you like?
No, thank you.
I'm gonna get you set.
Please don't.
But Catherine Zeta-Jones, boy, that's a good looking woman. She's aging well too. Have you seen a recent?
She's gorgeous.
She had a commercial on last night, some kind of makeup commercial. Boy, I probably sold the hell out of it. Kim Potter just said 91.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kim. But golly Moses, Catherine Zeta-Jones is aging well. I don't know how old she is, but her husband's 76. But I think he's quite a bit older than her, is he not?
I think so. I asked your girlfriend there how old he is.
Okay, fine. I can do that. My girlfriend. Don't let married woman know. What's my wife? Mary Beth. Don't let Mary Beth know there's another woman in my life. Alexa, what am I asking? I forgot.
How old is Michael Douglas?
Yeah. No. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Right. I know how old Michael Douglas is. He's 76.
Okay.
Alexa, how old is Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Catherine Zeta-Jones is 51 years
51,
old.
yes. So 51. Okay, Alexa. Alexa, stop, baby. Catherine Zeta-Jones is what? 51. Michael Douglas is 76. So 25 years. So he was 25 years old the day she was hatched.
Wow.
Don't you know her daddy was going, what do you do? But then again, you know how them California people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lordy. Had a good morning, have you?
Yes. Oh, you've got something up. I hear me back.
Sorry. Let's see. How about now? Try now.
Now it's good. Yeah,
Okay,
I've had a good morning. Yeah, it's been great.
It's
a weekend.
I spent a portion of the morning watching. I didn't finish it. I watched later the day after we get done with the show. Maybe we'll see if Grace gets up right now. It's noon. She's still in bed, of course. But Mary Beth's at work. So it's sitting around here right now. The entertainment for me for the next couple of hours is me and you, buddy.
That's
and
it.
If anybody wants to call into us, they can at 855-556 Moby USA.
No, that's wrong. Man, you dropped
I combined two of them, didn't I?
Yeah.
855-556 Moby.
There you go. That's it. Thank you.
Man, I was going through that. I said, "Daggum, I'm doing it perfectly this first time." and that first thing you know, I Pelosi'd it up.
Yep.
I Moby Dicked it up. Okay. All right. But anyhow, earlier today, I was watching the news earlier today. I got kind of depressing pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then right before we got started, the Breonna Taylor's family's news or press conference happened in Louisville. It may still be going on. Who knows? But I'm telling you right now, I heard in the news this morning that last night in Louisville, from a violence perspective, wasn't as bad as the night before.
Yeah.
Tonight in Louisville, hang on, because the Breonna Taylor family's press conference was today, and they were doing everything in that except calling for violence right out loud. I'm telling you, tonight, over this weekend, I bet you $1 against a donut. My daddy would say $1 against a Dad, what did you say? Oh, I bet you a mothball against a horse turd, and you can hold the stakes in your mouth.
That's a new one. I like that.
Okay, but that there will be bloodshed in Louisville, Kentucky this weekend. Jeez, man.
That's their attorney, but that's what he does. He gets out there and
but they had there was a young lady there with the hair braided all close to her hair. What it is, that's some relative. But buddy, she's all hostile too. Their tone indicates they would consider violence good news. they haven't used those words because that would be inciting a riot, and that's a crime. And then first thing you know, then there go the police again,
Yeah.
putting their thumb on the next to the black man. No, but I'm telling you right now, by Monday we'll be talking about how much violence there has been in Louisville, Kentucky over this weekend. I think, God Almighty.
Yeah.
But I mentioned I was watching an old movie during the course, and I didn't watch it all, but I'll finish. I was watching One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
Came out in 1975 with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
And do you notice when you watch old movies that you'll see a face? Hey, wait a minute, I know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was Christopher Lloyd, Doctor whatever his name was from Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
He is in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Did you know that? We were talking about it before the show. But you see famous people's faces, and if you check the credits at the end of the movie, well, damn, it was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was. And I asked Alexa there during the before we got started, I asked her who starred in Back to the Future, and Christopher Lloyd was like the third name mentioned.
Wow. Okay.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
So he had good billing in it, and he had several lines, spoken lines there. Love the low lighting in your home studio, Moby. I turned the overhead light off. Thank you, Kim. I just did that so I'd look sexy. I okay. This is all I got. This is it. The lower I'm lit, the better I look. And that, especially if you're drinking.
Mm.
Oh boy. Pelosi. What, the Pelosi? There you go.
Mm.
Don't make it a Pelosi day. There you go. Matter of fact, Steve, when we got on mic with each other here today, before we first opened up the cameras and started looking at each other, Steve said, well, I just had a good Pelosi. I said, I had a Pelosi earlier. Thank you.
It's my new favorite.
I did Pelosi today.
It's my new favorite cuss word.
Yeah. Cuss words is a good thing. Let's talk about cussing for a minute. Let me look for this for just a second.
All
I
right.
got it right here someplace. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And right now the answer to real quick is no. You can't, not real quick. It's about cussing though. Because I kind of enjoy cussing.
I love cussing. Feels so
I
good.
love cussing. Oh boy. All right, Pelosi hole. Where did I put that? Damn it, I thought I had it right here. Never mind. No, most of the time. No, I was that. Could be no. No. No tricks. No. I hear it. It's wow. The headline, this came out of Medical Daily, and the headline is Pelosi, yeah. Insert curse word there. Potty mouths are smarter than people who don't swear. Really? And I was always told the opposite was true. My mama used to try to convince me, and I guess that's the only time mama wasn't right. But it's commonly thought that swearing is a reflection of low education and low intelligence. The theory that when people can't think of the right adjective, they resort to slang, including cussing. Okay. A study found that people who could come up with more cuss words had a larger vocabulary overall, which reflected a higher IQ. You know what that tells me? That tells me I'm a Pelosi genius, man. I know a lot of cuss words. And you know what? What I don't like is, so does my daughter.
Oh.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you. What
was your reaction the first time you heard a cuss word come out of her mouth?
I don't remember. It's been too long ago.
Wow.
I think she was, I don't know, 5, 6 years old. Whatever.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they hear them so early, so young, when they're so young.
Oh gosh, yeah, and they're yeah, like that's what you said. Never mind. Yeah, they do hear them so early. But we did too. I was raised by a railroader, so sure I heard.
Oh yeah, I bet you did. Yes, you did.
I like Joanna Pate Stansel. I liked Christopher Lloyd as Jim in Taxi too. I remember that. Yeah,
yeah.
But did you? Okay, Joanna, did you know he was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? He was. And it surprised me when I saw him because I was watching the opening credits. I didn't know. I'm sure his name was there, but I didn't see it. And then when they were having this group therapy session, Christopher Lloyd was saying he had an attitude too. He was getting on Nurse Cratchit.
Well, imagine. Yeah, if you're in a mental institution, you would have an attitude, don't you think?
I think that's a good place where I'll just go relax.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
They have drugs
Someone
there.
mentioned on Fox last night about Pelosi would go swimming in the nude to see Trump go down. The female commentator said, please, we'd rather not. Did they? What was that?
I have no idea.
She saw it on Fox News. Like someone mentioned on Fox last night about Pelosi would go swimming in the nude to see Trump go down. I'm assuming they're insinuating Trump lose the election.
Mhm.
Not when because we're talking about going down, that's a whole other thing that brings out
Yeah, hello.
hello everybody.
Mm.
Oh
Speaking of Trump, he's coming to town today.
Today he is.
Just be aware over around
Yeah,
2.
because he knows all the brothers are in Louisville.
Okay,
He
now
feels safe.
be
What?
careful. You
Go ahead.
don't want to be called racist.
Again.
Around
Go
2:00 around Dobbins, he is going to be going over to the Cobb Galleria Center.
Galleria.
And so just be aware whenever that happens, there's going to be a major traffic incident.
But he will land, no doubt, at Dobbins Air Force Base,
Right.
and from there to Galleria.
That's right.
Is not a long drive.
That's thankfully.
That probably isn't 2 miles, 3 miles.
Exactly. So,
Mm.
and he will be there to speak about African Americans having equal opportunities to start businesses and earn money.
He's a racist.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
That is great. And you know what? People that want to say, if you want to do, I hate the fact that it's so easy to point the racist finger at somebody when you got somebody like Trump up there saying, look, let me do this for black people. Watch this. This is good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning he was speaking to Hispanics down in Miami, somewhere in South Florida, down near Doral, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And the richest Hispanic in Florida was there in the audience. Trump's doing a great job. Neither here nor there. And you can disagree if you want to, because it's America and you have every right to be wrong.
I love the way you put that.
Right to be wrong. Sounds like a country song, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, Lordy, Lord. What came on yesterday, just as we were ending the show yesterday, I was looking at what comes on to the Facebook posts after the show's over. And Raymond Bernal said, did you see the storm? Because we were talking yesterday about Pelosi now. Ray Bernal said, did you see the stormies on that woman? Is that a boob joke? Is that what he's talking about? Stormy Daniels and a boob joke? That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm, yes.
And Jay Raymer said, Steve, look at me. I have to be the center of attention. That was because yesterday you were looking off when your neighbor over there had the stranger in the yard and you were just looking out the window. You weren't intervening at all, but we did find out that was the stranger's son, brother.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
A relative, somebody that needed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Steve went over with his key to the neighbor's house and opened the door and walked in. He's lucky. You're lucky you didn't get shot.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. I was doing my neighborly thing, watching out for my neighbor. So
not during the show though, but your attention was drawn out the window there for a while.
Well,
I said, Steve, look at me, come and talk to me. We're doing the show.
Yeah.
And that's when Jay Raymer said, Steve, look at me. I have to be the center of attention. Asshole. Excuse me, Pelosi hole. Let me tell you, during the show, I look at him, he looks at me. We communicate with each other. And if I don't have his attention, and I know I don't,
well,
that's why.
I'm always able to hear what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's not like having conversations, facial expressions and that kind of stuff. I'm always looking at you, Steve. Would you like to see you asked about my shirt earlier.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Shoot them in the Pelosi and then send the dogs over.
Yeah.
That was Raymer Bernal said that. I don't know what that meant. Jay Raymer says, not only does she not have many arrows left, talking about Pelosi, not only does she not have many arrows left, her quiver is pretty dried up.
And that's nasty. That's a visual image that I can't get out of my head.
Well, the kids didn't get it. The kids didn't get it. What else? Raymond Bernal said shift hole sounds better. Talk about Pelosi hole. Shift hole sounds better. I got it. You're right. It does sound good.
Yeah.
Kim Ponder said Air Force One is beautiful. I had the opportunity to see it fly out of the Atlanta airport 15 years ago. It was awesome. My friend saw Trump in Jacksonville, Florida. That was day before yesterday, right? You had a great time seeing Trump come out of Air Force One before the event. Cool. Okay. So,
all right.
How you doing?
I'm good. That's 15 minutes right there.
14.
14.
Okay, whatever. Okay, fine.
Yeah, 14.
Well,
whatever.
You do the math. I'll just sit here and be pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
There you go. There you
Golly
go.
Moses, man. Did you watch any of the Breonna Taylor's press conference, the family press conference?
I did. And because I wanted to just check the vibe going on down there. That guy,
surprised
that
by the
guy, the Crump, their lawyer, he is the new Jesse Jackson. He is the new race baiter of America. He's taken over where Jesse Jackson left off.
He shows up wherever there's any kind of confrontation between the authorities. And okay. All right.
Benjamin Crump is his name.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
And he's very proud of himself too, and talks loud. Why do they always have to talk so loud? They're always
Well,
hollering.
they're preaching to the
I know.
choir.
I know.
Yeah.
You ever been to a black church service?
I have not.
Neat. I mean, you can really feel the spirit of the Lord in a genuine black church service.
Hmm.
And the singing and everything, and then you got this fat white boy up in the middle of the crowd dancing and singing with them, and they're very accepting and welcoming of somebody like that.
Hmm.
Come on in, because we're all praying to the same Lord and praising the same Lord. Absolutely, Steve on Benjamin Crump. Absolutely, Steve is right. But that's just a fun place to be. But these days, I certainly, with all that's happened here lately, I hadn't been to one of those services, but I was before. I just wonder if they're still as welcoming now as they was then to a fat white boy to come by there just to worship with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Cuffing season. This is about cuffing season. Okay, we got 5 minutes before we got a break.
Okay.
Cuffing season. That's the time of year when singles seek out someone to shack up with during the cold months. It's getting to be that time of year, Steve.
Well, anytime. I'll take any time.
You usually kicks off in November, but it's a little cool out there today. This year it's starting early, yeah. As freaked out singles worry about another spike in the coronavirus infection rate. This new change in season means a return to nights spent eating takeout in front of the YouTube, in front of the television. The prospect many singles are afraid of doing alone. Steve, we're going to find you a woman.
Here we go again.
Get you, who did that song?
Todd Rundgren. Here we go again. Todd Rundgren.
Todd Rundgren did it?
Mhm.
And when we're through with you, what we're going to do?
Get me one too.
Or get me one. See, I knew you wanted me to.
Yeah.
And I will. Cuffing season. Cuffing season. That sounds like a bondage game, doesn't it?
There you go again.
I'm just telling you, man. Do you own any handcuffs, Steve?
Actually, no, never mind. I'm not. What the hell am I doing answering these kind of questions with you? Do you own a blindfold?
Yeah, you.
Okay, great. All right then.
Oh gosh.
Don't go there. Uh-huh. Cough that lung up.
Mhm.
There you go.
Man, I've got to get to
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
One of these days.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, I got Smith and Wesson handcuffs. Those are good ones, man. That's like the police shoes.
Well, good.
Yeah,
All right
boy.
then.
Yeah, they haven't been used in a long, long time. That's okay.
That's all right.
I forgot them in a hotel one time, and then I called the hotel and I said, "Whoa, I made a mistake here. I left some handcuffs there in your room last night." They sent them to me. I got them
Wow.
back. What are the odds? They knew something. You know that Moby guy. He's well. You never know when you're going to need to arrest somebody.
Yeah. Citizens arrest. Citizens arrest.
That was Gomer.
That was funny. Funny show.
Oh boy, it was. That was when the values in America was totally different than they are now.
God, I missed that time.
I missed that time.
Yeah.
See, I miss who did the song? I Miss Mayberry. Can't remember.
I don't know.
I Miss Mayberry. So did that die? Oh, never mind. I don't expect your doorbell to ring very much for this Halloween, this coming Halloween. It's a Saturday night. 67% of people who normally go trick-or-treating say they won't do it this year because of the pandemic. How old were you the last time you trick-or-treated? Do you have any idea?
How old was I when I actually went out and trick-or-treated? Dude, I can't remember 17, that far back. 18? No. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, I will mouth off teenagers that show up. You're a little old for this, ain't you? All right. Here's your candy. But just know that at this house, we think you're too old for this. It was Dean Stubbs. We went trick-or-treating one time and not rang the doorbell. I forget who was driving. It wasn't me. It might have been Dean. I don't know. Kind of went up there, rang the doorbell, door opened. Mom, Dad opened the door, looking for the little goobler goblins and everything. And Dean was standing there smoking a cigarette. Yeah, trick or treat. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trick or treat. Oh, pumpkin spice mac and cheese.
Oh God.
What? What? God, what?
Did you say pumpkin spice mac and cheese?
I said pumpkin spice mac and cheese, yes. And I ain't making it up. Fall is here. And so are the pumpkin spice products. I am not a fan of the flavor, pumpkin spice. I'm not a fan of the flavor. But fall is here, so are the pumpkin spice products. The latest thing being from Kraft in the form of macaroni and cheese, pumpkin spice mac and cheese. Yeah.
That's sacrilegious right there.
The pumpkin spice mac and cheese is flavored with cinnamon, allspice, ginger, nutmeg, and cloves. Of all that, I hate cloves the most. All combined with Kraft cheese. That's the powdered crap you pour. Okay. Never mind. While consumers may want to try this new mac and cheese concoction, not this consumer, but you're too late. Kraft has picked 1,000 lucky entrants who signed up to get it on the website to get a taste, and it's in Canada. Good. Give it to the Canadians. That's a good way to fight the Canadians. Let the Canadians know. Wait, don't. Say, think about this. That lets the Canadians know what we think about them. What are we giving the Canadians? Give them that Kraft mac and cheese, the pumpkin spice mac and cheese.
However, I did have pumpkin spice hummus, which was actually kind of good.
I can't imagine.
Yeah. Well, actually,
I will never know.
It actually made hummus taste good. So
I can't imagine either that. I know.
It was well. Actually, hummus is good for us.
It's chickpeas.
Chickpeas. Hummus is chickpeas. Yes.
Is it hummus or hummus? It is hummus.
Hummus. Yes.
Okay. It's not very humorous hummus. Okay. Wait. Should we move on?
Yes. It's time to take our first break.
Has this been a good 20 minutes?
Yeah. Well, debatable. But
have we been hilarious? People are listening right now going, I bet that pumpkin spice mac and cheese tastes like Pelosi.
See,
Kip Potter says you must try hummus. Why?
That was funny.
I have tried hummus. I just don't like it. What?
Well, that's why they put pumpkin spice
have a
in
menu.
it.
You don't have to order that crap.
That's why they put hummus and put this pumpkin spice in it to make it taste good, so that you would.
I don't like pumpkin spice either. Gross. Pumpkin spice has its limitations. Okay. Kim Ponder again. Jay Raymer. Sure. Citizen's arrest. That's why I own handcuffs. That's the ticket. That's the only reason I got them. They're not good ones too, man.
All right.
You need to go. I need to go. We need to go.
Let's do this. We're going to take a 2-minute break and resume here. You can watch us do whatever the hell this is on Facebook Live, on the Moby and Mitchell page, on YouTube. Just search for Moby and Mitchell, and on Twitter, search for the same Moby and Mitchell. Back on 2 minutes on fistfulofradio.com.
Dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Hey, Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you.
EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you, available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Let me tell you about our good friends at Buckhead Pet Pals, Atlanta's premier pet sitting company. With over 20 years of experience in pet care, Buckhead Pet Pals treats your pets just like they do their own. Caring, trustworthy, and loyal, Shannon and her team provide the absolute best in pet care available in the Atlanta area. Give them a call, 404-303-0312. That's 404-303-0312. Or find them on the web, buckheadpetpals.com.
Who is this? Did you know? You don't even know. Do you? You
Nah,
pull up some
doesn't matter.
generic music. You know what?
What's that?
Because I'm so familiar with that. What I'm hearing. I bet Facebook might have dumped the bottom on the bottom.
No, I don't think
They
so.
didn't?
This is your generic jazz
I know.
music. We're gonna find
Okay.
out here soon.
GAM, generic gas
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
Yes, got it. Generic plosive music. Okay. Oh, Kim Ponder said, I went to a black church service once and it was delightful. They get down, let me tell you. Absolutely, they do. And I if I would go again and I'd get down with them, but the thing of it is, I need to call 911 to get back up. No.
Bring a winch.
And Moby, you don't need a girl, Moby. You have the best. Hey to Mary Beth. There you go. We got to get you a woman. When we're through with you, we'll get me one too. We was talking about that a while ago, and that's what she was commenting on there. And she also said, "Take Moby's bullets away." LOL. Why? Nah, dude. I never had much but a single shot. Anyhow, and my bullets. It's been a long time since I fired a bullet.
Are we talking about the same thing? I don't know.
No, I
All
don't
right.
think
Okay,
so.
fine.
Oh, Rascal Flatts saying, "I miss Mayberry."
Oh, you're
Which-
right. You're right.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
no, it's not me, right? Joanna Page Stansel is right. I
Okay.
love having regulars. Thank you, Joanna.
Mhm.
And come along to the fishing hole. Kim Ponder says is the theme for the Andy Griffith Show or something like that.
That's
She
right.
said it's not come along to the fishing hole. That's not the title of it, but it's a fishing hole song.
It's called the fishing hole. Just
Yeah, yes. Well, that's what Alexa said there during the break.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. During the break, when the commercials are playing,
Mhm.
does everybody and all formats hear the commercials?
Yes.
Because I mean, I know it's fistfulofradio.com, get the
Mhm.
commercials.
Mhm.
But on Facebook and on Twitter and on every place else, the commercials there on all of it.
Everybody hears that the same thing.
So when we come out after the CBD commercial plays, I say, man, no, I want that kind of stuff that gives you a buzz. I just don't have a dealer. Remember we was talking about that?
Yes, everybody hears that.
Everybody hears that. Okay.
Everybody hears that.
Haven't had any responses yet. Moby, you must try humus. No, I mustn't.
It's hummus.
That hummus.
You said
you're right.
humus. It's,
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a human trying hummus. I'm not. I don't like it. Mary Beth likes it. In any event, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hi there, everybody.
Hey, roll.
No trick or treating this year. We did that already. Oh boy, who is I bet pumpkin spice. We did this. Joanna Pate. I bet pumpkin spice mac and cheese tastes like Pelosi. You're so right there. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. What are you gonna do now?
Oh, I don't know. We got tons of stuff. We got
Tons of stuff. Boy, I'm telling you.
I've got some audio here of let me find it here in just a second. I got Charles Barkley said something last night that kind of irritated the natives.
Yeah, the natives.
Yeah.
That's kind of you're racist.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We'll get to that in a minute.
All right.
Yeah, Steve you sent a photograph yesterday that I sent to a buttload of people. Well, it was a picture of Tiger Woods and Donald Trump, and they were holding what no doubt was a trophy from a golf tournament.
Mhm.
And I don't know what tournament it was, but what it looked like an urn. And the caption on the photograph was Donald Trump, a recent photograph of Donald Trump, Tiger Woods, and Nancy Pelosi.
No.
Not take two. A recent photograph of Donald Trump, Tiger Woods, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes.
Right. It feel like the urn. You've seen the urns after a funeral where somebody's been cremated, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
It was hilarious.
That dude, I laughed out loud at that and sent it to a buttload of people. Some with great educations and some of them just hoodlums like me.
Did it get a good reaction?
Huh?
Did it get a good
Yeah,
reaction?
great. I showed it to Grace. She said, "No, that's not funny. You're making fun of somebody that's dead." Okay. I wasn't making fun of her. I sent that from CNN. She's not with CNN anymore. She was with CNN when CNN actually was cable news network.
Right.
Dear friend of mine, a good buddy of mine, Lynn Russell.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to her. She wrote back real quickly. I mean, it wasn't 5 minutes later. She said, "Oh, OMG. Oh my God. Let the what used to be newsroom humor begin." Have you been in a newsroom in a TV station when bad stuff happens?
Yeah.
Because it's like the dark humor in a police scene. There's dark humor circulates around that. But talk about being careful that the microphone ain't on. Hey boy. But Lynn Russell wrote in and said, "Oh my gee, let the what used to be newsroom humor begin." I love that woman.
I miss her.
husband
She was
Danger
so
got
good.
killed, huh?
She was
Oh,
so
she-
good.
So talented.
She was a rock star when in her heyday.
On headline news, she was on headline news.
Mhm.
She was great. A fella got injured by a chicken nugget, a chicken McNugget. How did he get hurt by a chicken McNugget, you might ask?
How?
Did he get injured by a chicken McNugget?
Yeah.
I have the details. His name is Alexei Stolfat. Stolfat, Stolfat. Alexei Stolfat. He's suing McDonald's for $1.1 million. He said he cracked one of his teeth on a bone inside a chicken McNugget. He got it at a restaurant in West Palm Beach, Florida, and now needs surgery to replace the tooth. Okay. McDonald's released a statement saying, "We take these claims seriously, but this is a pending litigation. We can't comment further at this time." Stolfat says if he wins, he'll donate $1 million to the charity.
Yeah,
to
right.
a charity.
Yeah, right.
What?
What's the name of that charity?
The Alexei Stolfat Retirement Fund.
I was just going to say. I
don't know. You know what? I don't remember if it was McDonald's or not. It might have been, but on some McNugget or some nugget of some kind, I bit into one time and there was feathers in it. Yeah, not many, but 2 or 3 feathers in it. So which indicates to me I felt good about that. Well, this really used to be.
At least it was fresh.
At least it was. It used to be a chicken, anyhow. Oh gosh, anyhow. Whatever.
Oh my.
What? I know. We did the coffin thing right yesterday.
The Packy chips.
Yeah, the what?
Packy chips.
No. The coffin that was made out. Oh heck. Well, now I brought it up. Now I can't find it again. All right, never mind. We'll get back to it later. But I think we did. Like a coffin. It's not made out of wood. It's made.
We didn't talk about it. We talked about it off the air, but we didn't talk about it on the air.
Okay, we'll get back to that then. Okay, there's a coffin out there amongst us that's not made out of wood, but it's good for Grandpa. Are you sure we didn't?
No, we talked about it before we went on the air.
Okay, I remember that part.
Yeah.
Think of it. There's so little difference between the 30 minutes we spend together before the show and the show itself, and we talk about things that we're going to talk about. And okay, never mind. You're right, Steve.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again.
No, I'm not going to say that.
You said I was right.
All right. I brought an extra lung or two in here today.
Great.
Like. Let's see. If Gracie, I love my daughter, and she Jonah, my son, he's funny. He is funny. And you know what, Grace, if you catch her in the right mood for an 18-year-old, she can be funny too. And like she said that, well, you think she'll take me home with her? And Mary Beth said, no, she won't take you to a home. Grace said to it, to an old folks home. That's funny. But Grace, now I'm not sure when this was, but she was squirting ketchup out of the ketchup bottle on the restaurant table. And she said, Daddy, if tomatoes are a fruit, and she asked, well, are tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable? I said, tomatoes are a fruit. She held up the ketchup bottle. She said, so is this a smoothie? I thought that was funny. Oh boy, I love her. She can be a smart Pelosi. I'll tell you that.
Technically, she's correct. I mean, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to straw for my tomato smoothie. Oh boy. Where did I put the thing with the coffin though? Because we did talk about it yesterday, but I don't have a dang clue where I put it. Don't matter. Oh, John Rich had a song out this morning that they debuted on Fox and Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And John Rich's song, Big and Rich, it's called, you don't hear much about Big anymore, do you? Big Kenny?
No, Big Kenny.
I'd like to have his phone number because I'm sure he has a connection. Never mind. Trust me. I talked to people that have been around him when he was participating.
Give him my number, will you too, please?
Yeah, I will. Right. But John Rich this morning, he's written a song called Earth to God. And I really want to hear a good version of it because it was him on TV playing just him and his guitar, probably at his house. And the mix between the guitar and his voice wasn't very good. And so I didn't get all the lyrics. So I didn't get the opportunity to like it as much as I think I would. Kim Potter just said Earth to God. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I heard it. Did you hear it this morning, Kim?
I did not.
Could you hear how I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Kim.
Sorry. I'll be over here. Let me know if you need me.
I was looking at you. But I want to hear a good version. I want to hear a good studio recording version of it because I think the lyrics of it would probably touch my heart. Because imagine what it would be about, Earth to God. boy, globally, we need God now as
Mm.
bad as I ever remember us needing him during my entire lifetime. Boy, what's going on in this
Yeah.
world these days? Amen.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Mm.
Lord help. One of these days. Good gosh, I'm trying to. Okay. Let me mark that off the list because I'll do it again. We don't do that.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I know. 2020 feelings. That's the headline. How has the year 2020 been so far for you? Because it's 3/4 over now. And when we got to the 1st of September, no. When we get to the 1st of October, that's the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Mhm.
And Trump says we're going to have a good fourth quarter. I hope we do. He says next year, 2021 is probably going to be the best year we've ever had. Maybe so. God, I hope so. Your mouth to God's ears, President Donald, buddy. But how has your year been so far? 2020. There's a new poll out. 42% of Americans say that this year of 2020 has been bad or terrible. Well, day to day, it changes. Some days aren't as bad as others. And some days you watch the news and go, oh, my God. How long can it be? My grandmother, Nanny, she used to say, how long can it be till the Lord comes back? You know, she used to say that. I remember the first time I remember her saying that was when Castro took over Cuba. How long can it be till the Lord comes back? I got you, Nanny. Bless your heart. But 42% of Americans say the year's been bad or terrible. 37% say 2020 has been okay. 17% say it's been good or great. 2020, oh, it's been great. Tony Tiger. All right.
I think you could file this under it. It sucks. It has sucked big time.
And a lot of people, most people, from time to time, that would include me. I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
This has been a very challenging year with what's going on amongst humanity in this country and others across the globe, around the globe. That's why John Rich's song, Earth to God, I think would have such meaning to us. And I want to hear it again when I can really hear the lyrics and the words and keep up with it. Lyric and the words you get, lyrics and the words. Okay.
All right.
Oh boy. Here's a relationship red flag. Okay.
All right.
I don't want a relationship if there's a red flag flying, if you catch my drift.
I got right. I get it.
Surprise. Okay. Boy, remind me to tell you a story about that. Make yourself a note because I'm not going to do it on this show, but a story about the red flag. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right then.
A relationship red flag is called love bombing. Love bombing. BOMB. Love bombing. That's when a person tries to overwhelm you with excessive loving words. In other words, they're BSing you. Yeah. Okay. They're bull Pelosi-ing you. Excessive loving words, actions, and behaviors in an effort to manipulate you. That's what the Democrats are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This manipulation technique is often used to win you over and win over your trust and affection, so they can make sure that you meet a goal of theirs. You meet a goal of theirs. My goal is to not meet any goals of yours. I want to establish my own goals and achieve those. How'd that be? Okay. You want to go ahead and play that Charles Barkley?
Yes. Charles Barkley.
I'm sorry, that you had that up there a minute.
Oh yeah, it's cool. Let's go. I've had it ready. Charles Barkley. I like Charles Barkley. He is not afraid to speak his mind.
You like him because of his hairdo. He has the same hairstyle you have.
He's got low maintenance hair like me.
Like you, yeah.
Yeah. So to his credit, but he on NBA,
your head's pinker.
That's racist. It's not about color.
I know.
This is what he said on television last night. Is that you? Hang on a minute. Let's see who this is. This could be fun. This could be interesting.
No, I know who it is. Hello, Larry. Wait a minute, turn the speaker. Hello, Larry.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? Yes, that's it, baby. Are you listening to the Moby and Mitchell broadcast extravaganza?
No.
Well, you should be, because we're on the air right now, Larry, and so are you.
Oh no! Don't take that off. Don't put that on there.
If you tell me to take it off, I have to, or it's a crime.
Oh, okay.
And you could, well, I didn't took you off yet, man, but you could call your lawyer and say, I called Moby and that SOB had me on the radio when I called him a while ago.
Oh man, don't ever put my voice saying something like that. You out of your mind?
Yeah. Or Steve, am I out of my mind?
10-4.
Oh man, you get in trouble listen, hey, I want
Now,
to
no, wait,
comment.
Larry. You apparently think I'm kidding. I'm doing the show right now. Look at your watch. When
Oh,
you
okay.
say,
Well, I'm
wait,
sorry. I'll
no,
let you go.
Larry, shh,
Oh.
be quiet a minute. I'm not going to have your voice on the air, but mine is. So I want you to hear my voice saying this to you. If you'll call me back after 2:00 Eastern, we'll talk then. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. I love you, Larry.
I love you too.
Can I call you a Pelosi hole?
A what?
Never mind.
That damn woman's no good. I'm telling you, she got to go.
right now, I got to go. Bye. Okay.
That damn woman no good. She got to go.
You wouldn't believe he.
Is that Larry Fuss? Yeah.
No,
right.
no.
Oh, it's somebody
Larry
else.
Marshall's his name.
All right,
When I
good.
moved from Dallas to Houston, that would have been 1986. Yeah, well, 86, 88. I was 1988. I moved to the Kingwood area of Houston, which, by the way, Houston, when Houston flooded last year with the hurricane that came through,
Mhm.
I am sure my house flooded. And nonetheless, Larry that I was just talking to, he built me a swimming pool. And buddy, I mean, it was wonderful. And we went by, I took Mary Beth, we were in Houston for something here, a year or two ago. And I drove by the house. It took me forever to find it. But when I did, I went and knocked on the door because it still says in steel on the gate to the pool. Go in there, it still says Moby on it. I introduced myself as Moby. So, oh, you used to own this house? I said, yes, I did. Can I come back and show? I want to show my wife the pool. And we did.
Right.
That's neither here nor there. Never mind, but that was the guy that built the pool.
Okay. All
Never
right.
mind.
Back to the show.
Okay. Well, my phone rang.
Well, that's okay.
I would have just hung up.
That's all right. We roll with it.
We roll with it.
We
That's
roll
right.
with it. So
Your
here is
phone rings from time to time.
Yeah, but I
So
never.
anyway, Charles Barkley. We're going to do Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley said this on television last night, and it set.
And then we got a break.
Yeah, I know, but it set social media afire, especially all of his brethren, if you know what I mean. Here's what he said.
There you go,
The
being
young lady
racist.
lost her life, but we do have to take into account that her boyfriend did shoot at the cops and shot a cop. So, like I say, even though I'm really sorry she lost her life, I don't think that we can just say we can put this in the same situation with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. I just don't believe that.
All right, and so there's one other comment down here. Hang on a second. This is
This is Charles Barkley.
I hear these fools on TV talking about defund the police and things like that. We need police reform and prison reform and things like that. Because you know who ain't going to defund the cops? White neighborhoods and rich neighborhoods. So that notion they keep saying that, I'm like, wait a minute, we just gonna leave, who are black people supposed to call? Ghostbusters? When we have crime in our neighborhoods, we need police reform. But like I say, white people, especially rich white people, they're always gonna have cops. So we need to stop that defund or abolish the cops crap.
And we started.
there you go. And he's correct.
Well, not necessarily. We need to leave the police alone. 99.9% of police officers are fine men and women and deserve to be respected. And they earn our respect every time they put on the vest and the Velcroed on bulletproof vest and thing. No. And the police will respond to whatever call they get in whatever neighborhood it's in. And so white folks deserve law enforcement protection. Black folks deserve law enforcement protection. People in general, Americans deserve the protection of the law enforcement community. And hating the law enforcement community is a stupid thing to do. Stupid thing to do. Hey, if somebody puts, there'll be people that will put on their police uniform and a certain segment of the population will not like them. Matter of fact, they will hate them just because they got a police uniform on.
Yeah.
And they're not raising their children to respect police either, and they should. Okay, now we do need to go.
Okay, all right. 2 minutes away from the resumption of Moby and Mitchell on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and fistfulofradio.com.
CBD, it comes in lots of different forms, and it can help you with your anxiety, inflammation, lots of other stuff. Tinctures, CBD oil, topicals, vapes, gummies, pre-rolled hemp joints. That's right, the hemp flower. Smoke them if you got them. CBD hemp flower by the quarter. You can get all of that and more at the Georgia Hemp Company. They are located in Sandy Springs, but you do not have to go there in order to get their fine products. You can order online at thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout and get 10% off, or visit them in Sandy Springs
at 290 Hildebrand, just north of 285 off of Roswell Road. TheGeorgiaHempCompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout for 10% off.
I'm Herschel Walker. I've known Donald Trump for 37 years. He keeps right on fighting to improve the lives of Black Americans. He worked night and day. He never stops. He leaves nothing on the field.
My name is Vernon Jones, and I'm a lifelong Democrat. And I'm part of a large and growing segment of the Black community who are independent thinkers, and we believe that Donald Trump is the president that America needs to lead us forward. Joe Biden has had 47 years to produce results, but he's been all talk and no action, just like so many of the Democrats who've been making promises to the Black voters for decades.
He has accomplished so much almost all by himself on a constant attack. But there's still more work to be done. If you love America and want to make it better, Donald Trump is your president. He's my president, and I'm blessed to call him friend.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated.
Hey, this is Rich Sullivan. Hope you'll check out the opening act with Billy and Sully weekday mornings right here on fistfulofradio.com from 7 to 9.
We don't have a promo for them to air yet. I wonder if they ever say something nice about it.
Excuse me, sir, but I'm getting a very odd signal here.
Hello?
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 Let's go down to the
Anybody there?
Hello.
Howdy!
Okay. Oh, it's the Moby and Mitchell Broadcast Extravaganza on Faceful of Radio.
Fistful of Radio.
Fistfulofradio.com.
You do that on purpose, don't you?
No. Maybe. And on Facebook and on Twitter and on YouTube.
Very good. Very good.
And our phone number is 1-855-556-MOBY.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Gold star for you. Go.
They said I was burnt out. Okay. They were right.
That was right.
Yeah. They were. Okie dokie. How you doing, everybody? Herschel Walker. I do want to find that picture of a Herschel and me smooching. Actually, I was giving him a kiss on the cheek, or he was me one. I don't know. It was back in '86. It's been a long time ago. No, but the finest scientific minds in the United States. Oh, Trump's got a new coronavirus doctor now.
Scott Atlas.
Atlas, yeah, that's his name. And seems to be a very level-headed and fairly intelligent man.
Yep.
I like it. You like him?
Yeah, I do. Very.
I do too. But he was on, Laura Ingraham last
time.
You did?
Yes.
We were both staying up too late.
Yeah,
that's past our bedtime.
Not for me. Maybe you, not for me.
Okay. But the best scientific minds in the United States are working to come up with a vaccine for COVID-19, the coronavirus, yes. They may be wasting their time. G. Moby, why?
G. Moby, why?
Only 39% of Americans today say they would take the first generation coronavirus vaccine as soon as it's available. You know what? I'd be one of the test group. I'd be happy to volunteer to be a test group. You know, especially if it's the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, because Mary Beth reminded me last night, we own stock in that company. It'd be good. I'd like to help them out any way I can. Would you go be a tester for it?
No.
Pussy? Why not?
Hey, would you be calling me a pussy?
A Pelosi. All right. Well, anyhow, only 39% of Americans say they would get the first generation coronavirus vaccine as soon as it's available. Would you be in line for that?
No, I'm gonna stay healthy. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought I thought you were gonna take a vaccine. Maybe that was me and my other wife, Mary Beth was talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
You're not gonna take the coronavirus vaccine when it comes available.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
You ought to.
No. I'm gonna get my flu shot.
I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyhow, 39% of Americans say they would take the vaccine as soon as it's available, and that's down 47% from last month. And most people say they would pay very little for a vaccine. Half of America, I wasn't gonna pay a nickel for it. Now wait a damn minute. It's got to be free, don't you think?
Amen.
Half of Americans would pay no more than $50, and the other third aren't willing to pay anything at all. I'm one of those. I'm not willing to pay anything. It shouldn't be a charge.
Yeah, that's what insurance is for.
No, that's what I'm a citizen, and when they come out with this vaccine for citizens, I'm one of those, and I'll take my vaccine on the house right now. Thank you very much. And I'd like a little where you put where you give me the shot. I want a little smiley face Band-Aid.
Oh, bless
what
your
I want.
heart.
Yes, on the flu shot, I've gotten mine. I haven't yet, but Kim Ponder said wives 1 and 2. She also said there's an interesting dichotomy in the tone of these young people, in my opinion. I believe the tone they carry of say her name, BLM, I can't breathe, etc., is fleeting. Sure, it's impressed upon our society for reform, but perhaps it's for the better. I'd like to hope us. Wait a minute. Let me start from the top of this. Kim Ponder says there is an interesting dichotomy in the tone of these young people. In my opinion, I believe the tone they carry of say her name, BLM, I can't breathe, etc., is fleeting. Sure, it has impressed upon our society for reform, but perhaps it is for the better. I would like to think so, as we all change as we age. Yeah, nah, you know what? The BLM crew, they are not a good crew of people. And as we've talked about them prior to this, yes? Okay.
They're trained Marxists. Let's not forget this. Trained Marxists.
And the money is not going to a place that you would probably approve of. Just saying.
Yeah. It's going
Rich white folks are always going to have the police like Alyssa Milano. What does that mean? Alyssa Milano?
Yeah, she's one of these Hollywood liberals that, say defund the police. And then when just in the recent story here about somebody was in her neighborhood, a kid that was shooting squirrels with a BB gun, she called the police.
Called the police on them. Did the police respond?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, they did. Okay. This headline's about parents delaying preschool. Kindergarten as well. Preschool and kindergarten amid the pandemic. Did you go to kindergarten?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't.
Oh.
I started school. I was 5 years old, and I started in the first grade. My first grade teacher was Miss Myrtle Pugh. I'll never forget her. But sweet thing, loved me, too. I was one of her class pets. The little cute fat boy. That was me.
Imagine that.
But I don't even know that they offered kindergarten in Crossville, Tennessee when I was a kid. Your school started in the first grade, and you had to be 6 before the first of the year. And I turned 6 on the 9th of December that year. And so I was barely under the court. There was one girl, her name was Janie Threet. Her birthday's on the 13th of December, and she was the only person in our class that was younger than me. I remember that. But no, I was talking to Mary Beth last night. Did you go to kindergarten? She said, yes, and nursery school before that. Really? Damn Yankees. They think that's why they won. They're wrong. This story is kind of cute. We ain't got but a couple minutes here. Okay, that's fine. We're good. Watching cute animal videos. Cute animal. We've seen them. Lowers stress levels. Watching cute animal videos lower stress levels. And they say you can awe the anxiety away. You can awe the anxiety away. I like that part. You can awe the anxiety away.
I like that too.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it sweet? Isn't it cute? Awe the anxiety away. Okay. Oh boy. Did I share this with you?
Well, we'll find out.
Well, I'm getting to it, but I was laying my pen. I was marking stuff off my list and laying my pen back there. Halloween candy sales are up 13% compared to last year. I was surprised when I saw that statistic, and I believe it to be true. Compared to last year, Halloween candy sales are up 13%. Yeah, praise the Lord. Past the Reese's pumpkins. I dig me some Reese's pumpkins. Okay. What else? We talked about the pumpkin spice macaroni.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay. Mark that off.
I think I had that on 2 different places on my list.
All right.
No, I didn't either. Okay, I'll mark it off fine. And I do want to hear the Earth to God song with John Rich. All right. Oh, and the public's going to be invited back to the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, good.
They will have live audience in there beginning on the 3rd of October. Limited in-house audience. And by that, I don't know, a fourth of a house, half a house. I don't know. The October 3rd concert will also kick off the Grand Ole Opry's 95th anniversary celebration.
Wow.
I know. The Grand Ole Opry.
I think I've asked you this before, but you've
Go
lived,
ahead.
you've lived in that, you lived and worked in Nashville,
Well,
but
I went to school there.
you've been to the Ryman before, right? You've stepped into the Ryman, right?
I was across the street from it because there was an adult bookstore there called the Freak Boutique where my buddy of mine worked.
We've talked
That was
about
right
that.
across the street from the Ryman. But I'd walk out of that door and flip through the magazine, look up, say, oh, that's the Ryman. Keep reading it.
But you went. You've been into the Ryman. I mean, you've been in there, right?
No.
No, really?
Mhm.
Wow, it's an awesome. There's a if those walls could talk, the music that has happened in that place, and you can feel it when you walk in. It is a palpable feeling that you can feel when you walk in there. It's a vibe. So it's a real thing. It's a powerful feeling. And those pews, it's like church pews in there, where the seating is. It's very cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pelosi
breath.
No, that's peanuts. But no, I don't think you feel that stuff. But you know what? I'd like to go in there to go up on stage and go backstage and see where the backstage door was that led out onto the alley, and across the alley you could go into Tootsie's, and that's where you'd go back there and find Hank Senior sitting there drinking and getting drunk, or it's his time to get on stage. There was a bunch of that. So what I think about the Grand Ole Opry is the original, the mother church, the Ryman,
right.
Grand Ole Opry. Backstage, there's been a whole bunch of puking going on backstage and in the alley.
That's right.
In the alley backstage, how about this? The pickers and the partiers would come from Tootsie's through the alley into the back door of the stage door of the Ryman there.
Yeah, yeah.
And somewhere in that trip, they got up and moved just because they knew there was going to all the content they had in their belly was not going to be in their belly by the time they got on stage.
Yeah.
Just saying it. So I think you could feel the palpable.
Yeah.
And I think it is very cool though that the Grand Ole Opry House now, which is out at Opryland,
right?
They took from the Ryman a circle probably 4 feet in diameter. That and you see the circle there, and I don't think this isn't news to anybody. Everybody knows this, but that's from the original Ryman stage,
right?
Okay,
yeah.
So if they ever have shows in the Ryman now, the original, I hope they patched that hole.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, I'm pretty sure they did too, but I'm just again because it's been long enough now that somebody done broke a leg there if they hadn't. I'm just saying.
But many a time, you've seen grown men cry when they have been invited to join the Grand Ole Opry. You've seen it a number of times. They've
been to Tootsie's.
Yeah, well, no, it'll make you cry when you've been invited to join the Grand Ole Opry.
If you better practice. Go ahead and practice crying. Get ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Charlie Daniels, he was a member of the Opry, wasn't he?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Boy, he was a rock artist for the longest time.
He sure enough was for a long time.
He got played on rock stations. The first times I played Charlie on the radio for several years was on a rock station, an FM rock station.
Me too.
With those hippie rock stations where you sit us in the control room on the 7 to midnight shift and smoke dope. And, never Charlie come walking in. He didn't have. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that.
Hey, now, hello. All right, then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we need to go now?
Well, that's a good place to stop right there.
I just happened to look up.
Yeah.
Okay. Queasy stomach. So we talk about queasy stomachs, about puking in the alley between the Tootsies and the Ryman. What makes us feel queasy? Topping the list, Steve. You're not going to believe this.
Okay.
Eggs.
Yeah, really?
Eggs tops the list. Yeah, I know. I told you wouldn't believe it. And where did it come from? Woman's Day magazine. Eggs tops the list of what makes you feel queasy, along with needles and blood. Then you're back to the alley there. Maybe not that alley, but some alleys. Eggs and needles and blood. Other things that set our stomach shaking. Bus fumes. Bus fumes, cigarette butts, and left in a coffee cup. Only if you don't notice them in there till you take a sip of the coffee. The twist, I got them. Yeah, and you've said, well, maybe you don't. But people will take a cigarette butt and drop it in the top of your Coke bottle.
Yeah,
and then you take a sip out of the Coke bottle. Oh my God, what is? Yeah, I made myself sick right there. Let's see what else here. Cat hairballs The details about plastic surgery that you've had done, and the smell of roasting chestnuts. What? I thought that was a pleasant smell.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
You get the one that made the list. The smell of roasting chestnuts on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Yeah.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir. We're going to sing some Christmas music. We're going to sing Christmas songs when we get a little deeper in the season.
Yeah, you are going to sing. You may be singing some Christmas tunes. And Steve don't sing, so
you should.
Yeah, well,
me and you both thinking we could be a duet, man. We could be on the Grand. If they have patched that hole on the stage, we'll go apply it to Grand Ole Opry.
Patched and reinforced that hole for you, pal.
Go get us out.
All right, 2 minutes. We resume. We'll do the final hour here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and fistfulofradio.com. Moby and
are going to sing.
Mitchell.
You may be.
Wait a minute. That would be me making a mistake here. Let me turn.
Oh, no, not you, Steve.
Yeah, I know. It happens on occasion. Here we go.
Ever try waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry.
If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to EverDryAtlanta.com. Okay.
EverDry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/our stories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hey, dude.
What?
Can I add something to the list that you were talking about before we broke? Things that make you nauseous.
Go ahead.
Ammonia. You ever smelt ammonia?
Well,
yeah. That makes me gag.
That does it for you.
Yeah, that does it for me.
Jay Raymer said I've done that with the cigarette butts, drinking beer and using an empty as a butt can, and then and pick up the wrong can. Great way to ruin an evening.
Got to be careful.
Jay Raymer said, Kim Potter said, Jay Raymer sounds familiar to me. Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff that you're not going to find anywhere else, but right here.
Kim Potter said, I would like to learn more about the early days of Nashville and Hank Williams, Ernest Tubb, Bill Monroe, Little Charlie Dickens, Little Jimmy Dickens, Little Jimmy.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Then I can recommend the.
Well, let me finish.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Oh, you interrupt. See, you do it, and nobody says anything to you.
Oh, okay, fine. Make it all about me then. That's all right.
No. And she said, I mean the gritty stuff, the mean stuff. The performances are all surface. Let's get to the real deal. I'm telling you, right? There've been movies made about that stuff. Boy, man. This was back before the glamorous days of Nashville. Now's the glamour days of Nashville. All right. But anyhow, you were saying, go ahead.
Early days of Nashville, we can recommend the PBS TV show, Country Music. about the early days.
What was the guy's name that did the show?
Well, Marty Stewart was heavily involved in that.
That's not the guy that he was. That's not. I know we're talking about with the docuseries about Nashville back in the day, country music. What was the guy's name that did the movie?
Oh, no, it's not the movie. It's just a documentary. But there was a movie made years ago called Nashville, and it was Altman, something Altman.
That's not the one I'm talking about. Somebody will know. Somebody will let us know.
All right. All right.
Let's see here. Sounds to me long ago, though. Sorry, Moby. Thanks for the correction. Thanks, Steve. What?
All right. So.
All right, but what was it? Not coming to me right now. But he did several movies that were documentary kind of things. I think he did one on the Civil War, the Old South.
Oh, Ken Burns.
Thank you. That's the one right there.
There you go.
I knew you would know it. I just had to say something that spurred your memory. Okay, well there you go. That's it. Yeah, but Ken Burns country music documentary was that gets you back in the early days of it too. Because I mean the country people were nice and they loved each other, but they did some pretty heavy drinking and stuff.
There was some cheating going on back then too, wasn't there?
That's where we got half the country songs from back then.
Thank you. Thank goodness.
Okay. Most relaxing hobby. Between the pandemic and the upcoming election, Americans are feeling more stressed than ever. If you need to relax, this came from the American Psychological Association. They wrote a paper called Stress in America. If you need to relax, what do you say, Steve? What do you think? If you need to relax? Oh, Al Hardy said, Robert Altman too. Thank you. If you need to relax, you should pick up a pair of knitting needles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Learn to knit.
I'll be right on that.
Yeah, you will not. Although there's some knitting being done for you because you're going to get a knitted toboggan and scarf before cold weather hits.
Right.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you, Martha.
Researchers say, though, that knitting is a hobby that relaxes people the most. We will never know. Now, I might take up crocheting.
I would love to see that.
Me crocheting?
Yes.
If you'll start knitting, I'll start crocheting. What do you think?
Not going to happen.
Then, you know, the people, you know, the baby broadcasters, you know, we've been doing this for 50 years. Radio, you know, and the baby broadcasters pick on us about the geriatric. So, well, they've gone for the early bird special now because the show ends at 2. That's because we got to go catch the early bird special. Ha ha ha! You know, the punk ass pieces. Everybody. But because we what was it they said when we had done the first show together, and we were listening to them on the radio. They said, "Well, Moby and Mitchell had to leave to get the early bird special, right?"
So, yeah, if you want to, I think Jim Gossett.
That's what we need to add to their mind's eye picture is me sitting around crocheting and you knitting.
I think Jim Gossett said, "Hey, if you want to get the handicap spot here at the station, it's open now." They said that about you. Anyway,
that's funny.
It is funny.
I tell you, I can laugh at myself.
Yeah, it's good.
But I want to feel like what they were saying with the kindest of intentions.
They were
loving.
They were.
No, they weren't.
No, they were.
No, they weren't. More than 1/5 of men and women, more than 1/4 of men and 1 woman in 10 say they have forgotten their wedding anniversary at least once. Okay, come from them. Who would put out that research? The American Floral Marketing Council. Yeah.
Yeah, that's some PR right there. That's some marketing.
Buddy, I have not once ever in all my marriages and all the anniversaries. Because you've been married twice. Do you remember when your anniversaries were for both of them? Or either of them for that matter? Think for a minute.
Let's see. I know I was married on July 4th. I can't forget that one.
That's good.
And December 15th. I remember them both. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
Mary Beth and me is the 3rd of March. And Kelly and me was the 17th of November. I remember that. 11/17, 84. Okay, I remember that. You remember the years?
No.
Let it go.
Yeah.
But talking about forgetting anniversaries, I haven't yet. But you know what? I haven't been married to women ever, and all of my wives, none of them would ever let me forget the anniversary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to forget it because they're going to make sure they got a present coming. Okay. But the most relaxing hobby, knitting. Yeah, okay. Researchers say that knitting is a hobby that relaxes people the most. If knitting is not for you, fishing gives you many of the same relaxation benefits. And then fewer of your friends will think you're gay. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I got to insert that now. Yeah.
Oh gosh, 10 minutes after right now. Good Friday. Go Friday. We have cheated death another working week, and boldly, yea, verily, did we stand at the threshold of
You can play that song that you always play on Friday. Actually, you probably can't now because we're on YouTube and that'll get us flagged. And we don't want to get it flagged on YouTube because you're allowed 3 flags and then they'll, do something to you.
Do what?
They'll,
Have we been flagged twice?
No, we
Because
haven't.
I sent you the Scotsman, didn't I?
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is, if now that we're on YouTube, your phone's ringing.
I know. All right, let's see who it is. You want to see?
Yeah, let's see who it is.
Good afternoon. This is Moby.
Final warning messages intended for you. This is Officer Mark Hammer calling you from the Social Security Administration.
Oh, this
Mark Hammer.
We have received orders to suspend your Social Security number on an immediate basis.
Okay.
As your social has been found suspicious for committing fraudulent activities across the United States. In case you feel this is an error, press 1 to connect to a Social Security.
That's what I'm going to do is press 1 to connect to a Social Security thing. All right. That was it. Kiss my ass, Hammer. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well, kiss my Pelosi.
Yeah, right.
I like that one. My last marriage, I got married on my birthday, so I wouldn't forget the anniversary. That's real good.
Yeah, that's
Jay.
pretty sad. A lot of people fall for that crap that just happened to you on your phone.
I know. Oh, I know.
That's really.
And then does it press 1 to be connected to somebody that's going to take care of this for you?
Yeah, right.
Don't.
And the first thing they're going to ask you is, what is your Social Security number again? Please,
Yeah, right.
Please don't do that. Please don't.
How about
do
my
that.
checking account number? You want that too?
Please.
We might as well because there's nothing in it.
Yeah,
It's empty.
exactly. What were we talking about a minute ago? Oh, we're talking about why can't I remember 20 seconds ago? What the hell is wrong with me?
Kim Ponder said Rosie Greer knitted.
That's
Or was it
true.
crochet?
That is true. He did. So
And who was going to call him a puss? You know what I'm saying?
to his face.
Roosevelt Greer.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You were saying, did you think?
I can't remember what were you going to talk about before we got that phone call? Seriously, why can't I remember what happened 30 seconds ago? Jesus Christ!
Do you remember my name? What's my name?
Moldy.
Yes. My grandma stabbed my hand with a knitting needle several years ago. Dang, what did you do, Michael? You did something to piss grandma off, didn't you? Nanny was a crocheter. Nanny didn't knit. Nanny crocheted though. I have some crocheted pieces that my grandmother did still, and I want to be buried with one of them. Steve, remember that. Write that down with you.
What's that?
I want to be buried with one of Nanny's crocheted pieces.
Okay, yeah, we'll remember. Yeah,
Yeah, we should do that. Well, hell, I'm gonna outlive you anyhow. So
yeah. Oh, hey, that is not happening.
Yeah.
I'm living to be 100.
I'm gonna live forever. That's my plan.
Okay, run with
so
that.
So far, so good.
Run with that.
I hadn't died yet. I'm still here. Okay. Oh. The headline on this came out of Marie Claire magazine. Have you heard of Marie Claire magazine?
I have.
The headline is Women Hitting Men. Have you ever had a woman hit you, Steve?
No.
Never.
I
have.
Well, I can see that happening.
First woman. No. First woman. This girl was spoiled rotten. She was daddy's girl, and I wouldn't play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, boy, we were at a happy hour one afternoon, and she reared back and cold cocked me. Not reared back and cold cocked, but she hit me. I said, "Damn, you hit me." And that relationship didn't last much longer after that. But according to research from Penn State University, here we come with the Yankees again. Every American man has about a 28% chance of being struck by a woman at some point in his life. And you never have been?
Nope.
Well, you're overdue. Just telling you.
I'm not a Pelosi head like somebody I know.
Well, okay. Michael West again about grandma sticking him with her knitting needle. Moby, I tried to steal her sandwich. There you go. Don't be stealing grandma's sandwich. Granny. Oh, Lordy. And where we at to now? It's 14 past. What were we going to talk about?
I have no idea. Why? That. Oh, well. My brain is moving too fast. I can't retain things sometimes.
That's
you know
it.
what I mean?
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Me too. That same thing happens to me, Steve.
I'm rolling with that. That's
Boy, man. Yeah. I think I get so much stuff going on up there.
That's true. That's it.
One of those things that's going will bump into the other one. If you watch me close, you can see them fly out my ear.
I'm producing this show on the fly, and sometimes I just can't remember what it was that maybe
Steve, you heard him say that he's producing this show with his hand on his fly.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe Chance can remind me. What was it, Chance? What's on your mind? What was it that I was supposed to remember?
That I don't recall, but the other day Moby was talking about today being National Comic Book Day.
Ah, yes, that's correct.
What is the
Remember
date
that?
today?
And I was waiting for y'all to bring that up, and I was going to mention.
Okay, here you go.
Yes,
You ready?
I am your geekiest fan.
Today is National Comic Book Day. There you go, Chance.
Was that on your list of stuff to talk about today, Moby?
Yeah,
You
but I hadn't looked
mentioned
at
it
that
the
list
other
yet.
day.
It's right. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's not only National Comic Book Day, it's also Native American Day. You know, and
okay,
cool. I don't see why American Indians get offended by being called the Indians. Why? Why are you offended? To me, that's a prestigious title. An American Indian, they're bright. Good God. Man, the Native Americans or the American Indian, I have nothing but unmitigated respect for those people.
Well, so do I. They're usually the least offended of all, in my
I hope
experience,
so.
anyway.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But about the comic books, I was going to say, if you guys, well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. No, but you know, you've seen in the Western movies when some white guy would sneak off into way back in the woods and get with the Indians and go through the ceremony and everything, where I don't know, they're eating peyote buttons or what, but damn, oh God, you've seen
I
that.
love the peace pipe. I know that.
Yeah, but me
Whatever
and
they
you
put
both.
there to smoke, peyote or whatever.
Whatever.
Speaking of the peace pipe, do you know any? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. What were we going to say, Chance?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, about the comic book day, I'm a huge comic book collector and nerd, and I've been collecting since 1981. There's a website I'd recommend, gocollect.com. These are actual sales at auction on eBay or live auctions. You wouldn't believe the money that you can earn investing in comic books. You wouldn't, I mean, let me give you an example. Amazing Fantasy 15, 1962, first appearance of Spider-Man, sold for $1,350,000. That's an actual sale.
Boy, Mary
And I've got about
castrated.
10,000 comics in my collection. Not making this about me. I'm just pointing out, yes, it's National Comic Day, but there's a lot of money involved in that. And I've been appraising a massive comic book collection lately for sale. And it's just a hell of a lot of fun. Plus, you can make a lot of money doing it.
Wow.
Do you have any single comic book that you think is the most valuable in all your collection?
Oh, yeah, I've got several. 1974 Hulk 181, first appearance of the Wolverine. And that is it depends on the condition, of course.
I wonder if Hugh Jackman would have a career if it weren't for that.
He'd probably be a singer and dancer in Australia. That's where he's from. He actually can sing and dance. You
Yeah,
know?
he's pretty good.
And
I know. I saw
and I
that.
think he's straight.
The great. Did you see the movie The Greatest Showman?
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
I did
The
too.
P.T. Barnum story.
Yeah,
That's
Loved
right.
it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, he's pretty
Very
Do
good.
you like the
Chance.
Marvel movies, Moby, or are you not a superhero movie
I
kind
am
of guy?
not a Marvel movie fan. I'll go just because I like the chicken tenders at Movie Tavern. So I'll go and watch them. But I don't really. Jonah, my son, he will go and he is so into the continuing story of this. And what's that, Mandalorian or whatever the hell?
Mandalorian. That's on TV.
Mandalorian. Yeah, that he's all into that. That's a Star Wars thing, I think.
Yeah.
But all those kind of things. My son Jonah, he's 35 years old. He's got 2 kids and a career. That's good. But dad gum.
He's not living in your basement, Moby? Is that your point?
No, he is not living in my basement.
Steve, what about you? Do you like the Marvel movies or no?
Yeah, I do.
Not really?
I do. I do. I like the Avengers series. I will go see those movies. And I do wish though that I think maybe Hollywood might be wearing those movies thin. And I think that
Hollywood's wearing all their movies thin. They hadn't come out with a good damn movie. And that some of them, they're just so stoned and stuff. They don't come up with new ideas.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. They're beating that horse to death. I get it. It's a money thing and they're chasing the money. I get it.
You think it's all about money, Steve?
Yeah. Hello.
You are so suspicious.
I am.
You're a conspiracy guy.
I am.
Hey, Chance.
Yes.
I saw last night, Mary Beth and I was laying there in bed. She was holding my hand. I was holding back. We had TV on. There was a new TV show that last night was the premiere of it. I liked it. It's called Filthy Rich. Have you heard about either one of you heard about that?
No.
Filthy Rich. It's like a Jim Baker kind of televangelist kind of guy. And in this first episode, he's been killed in a plane crash in his private plane with hookers. Okay.
Oh, good.
I know. And
cool.
And the wife is Candace. I can't remember her name right now, and I can't remember the husband's name right now because I hadn't thought about it to talk about till right now. But the wife, in reading the will, the lawyer had called her off to the side, and the husband had children by some of these hookers he'd been hanging around with when he's out on the road and stuff. And so they were in the will too. Buddy, I'm telling you, this is a funny TV show. Hang on. I can't wait to see the second episode of it, but it's called Filthy Rich, and it was it debuted last night. I'm telling you, go online and find the premiere and watch it. We'll talk about that.
What
show.
channel is it on? Do you know, Moby?
It's on television. I don't know.
All right, then.
Network,
Filthy
cable,
Rich.
stream. Okay, it's on television. Okay, I'll look it up.
Filthy Rich.
Filthy Rich.
It is so funny. God, my boy, man.
I will.
Hey, these people, good guy, Shavati, because anyhow.
It's on Fox.
President Trump's about to land. I live 3.5 miles from that Cobb Galleria he's going to be at. So I'm staying my ass off the road working from home today.
You do know you're under surveillance, right? Anybody that close, you're under surveillance. They're watching you. They're watching your Pelosi, man.
It's on Fox TV, by the way. So
okay.
Yeah, find it on Fox.
Filthy Rich.
Thanks for the heads up there, Mr. Moby. Thanks, man. I'm gonna have to. I like.
God Almighty, it's funny. Watch the first episode first, because if you didn't like that, don't waste your time with the rest.
All right, then. Good.
But
deal.
it hit. God, it was so funny, and I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the guy's name that was the Jim Baker type, the one that was killed in the airplane. Oh, because you know his name, because he was the doctor on This Is Us that delivered the triplets. Oh, dadgummit, I can't remember. Never mind. Forget
and
it.
I want to remind your listeners, you guys are on the weekend as well. They play a best of Moby and Mitchell 5 to 7 p.m. Saturday and Sunday.
This is true.
You know what?
Radio.com.
The worst job in broadcasting is being the individual that has to pick out the best stuff from all this bull hockey that we've done during this past week. Because some weeks we go through and there ain't much worth crap in it.
So apparently, remember, you wouldn't, but Kim Cattrall.
Yeah, she's in that.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
she
that's
hot,
right.
Man,
right.
in the
She's in there.
She's the Tammy Faye Baker of that show.
Yeah.
Okay, who was the guy? I can't remember. And see, if you said his name, I'd say, oh yeah, that's him.
I'm looking at the cast here, and I don't see a name that I would recognize. Gerald McRaney.
That's it.
Okay. Okay.
You would recognize him if you saw him.
Yes. Yeah. I recognize.
Great
that
actor, Southern guy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man. Southern guy, is he really?
Yeah,
he used to be married to Delta Burke. He might still be married.
You know what? That's right.
Exactly.
I knew that. I knew that to be true.
Yep.
But I'm telling you right now,
Kim Cattrall, Porky's, you remember her in Porky's fully nude, howling? That anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a pervert.
I got offered the role of playing her counterpart in that. I turned it down.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He founded the Sunshine Network. That's right. Yeah. And his death revealed his secret life. Okay, I'm hooked now. I've got to watch this show,
buddy. I'm telling you, it is worth watching.
Okay, cool.
And after you see it, Moby, I can't believe you made me waste an hour of my time watching that crap. And you too, man. Come on, watch it. And let me know what you think.
All right, cool. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you
Kim
both.
Potter said, "I love the Watchmen." I haven't seen any of that.
That's a great series, by the way.
The
Watchmen.
That won a Grammy.
Yeah, and that's actually based on the comic book as well. Watchmen, and filmed right here in Atlanta, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's on HBO.
That's right, 1986 DC comic. I have 10 copies of that first
Wow,
edition.
Look at you go,
look
man.
at
Good
Chance.
for you.
Look at Chance go.
Good for you, Chance. Hey, Chance, thank you so much for listening to us, and please tell your other friends to go ahead and waste a couple of hours every afternoon with us. I mean, what the hell?
I'm going to plug you on our little show, Nostalgic Pod Blast with Al Hardy. You watch this weekend. We're going to plug y'all big time.
Okay, very good.
We need a plug, and we need a connection too, but no, we don't.
Steve, I can't believe he said that. Man, Chance, I'm so sorry.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
We're before you guys, 2 to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. And our co-host Tom, he's a director at the Weather Channel. He's a TV guy, but I'm just an ad sales guy. You guys are the professionals. I'm just an amateur weasel. Al's the only professional on the show.
We really try to hide the fact that anybody would ever think we're professionals. Although I've been doing it a long time. So if I'm not, I have fooled a lot of people
for a long time.
Oh man,
say it again, Chance. I'm sorry.
I have been admiring you guys. Been a longtime fan for years.
Oh man.
Well, thank you.
Bless your heart. And I mean
you know,
that
because we've been doing between Steve and me together, we've got a combined 100 years involved in broadcasting.
And that's
think about that.
That is
Steve.
amazing.
That's
You're
true,
right.
though, isn't it?
That is true. You're right. Yeah.
I know.
Chance,
thank you, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Have a good weekend, Chance. Thanks, man.
Tell Al Hardy
thanks.
that. Tell Al Hardy that his name came up today, and I didn't say, "Boy, I love Al Hardy," because I always do.
Thanks, man. We'll see you later.
Chance, thanks a bunch.
All right. So let's take a break here, and well, wait a minute. There's somebody else. Hang on a minute. There's Christina calling in. Hey, Christina, how are you? Oh God, this connection sounds. This connection sounds like dirt.
Like warmed over Pelosi.
Here, I'll take the little earbud out of my ear. Is that better?
That's better. Thank you.
Hi, Christina.
Sweet.
So you wanted to call because you wanted to tell us about
census.
No, she's got something else she wants to tell us about.
It was a census last time.
I know, but she wrote us a letter because there's something going on this weekend with Jim Gossett, who's a part of the Fistful of Radio Network. That is happening this weekend, right, Christina?
Absolutely. This is Christina with Jim Gossett on the Newsmaker Line shows, and I was just going to call and invite y'all to come on out if you want to, and there's still a few seats available. If anybody wants to come, newsmakerline.com or call me personally, 678-829-SHOW.
And, Jim Gossett, Moby, I don't know if you know, he's
comedian.
Very funny guy, and he does stand up and voices and Trump impersonations, and this guy is hilarious. And he was on with the Kimmer for many years, and he was Kimmer's voice guy. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So very
Jim's
funny guy.
also worked on a couple of the same stations where Moby was too. And, he calls in, so
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
does.
obviously walk past each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
But, he was there.
Yeah.
God, man. 100 years of broadcasting, Steve, between me and you.
I know.
100 years.
But anyway, it's where's the Newsmaker show this weekend, Christina?
It is at Houck's Grill in Roswell. And we have a guy that's been with us before opening the show. His name is Josh Harris. And he's real fun too. He does the cruise ships, but of course the cruise ships are not on right now.
That's true.
So we're real fortunate to have him available to come in and hang out with us a little bit at the beginning of the show.
Cool.
The show starts at 8, but you can come in as early as 6 if you just want to hang out and eat and stuff. And
That way you can come have
and,
supper and then
get
just
ready.
lay back and watch the show.
Yeah, cool. All right. Is this
Because
Saturday
you don't
night?
want,
Right?
because during the show you don't want to be hollering at your waitress for a tea refill or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, and you don't want to be laughing with food in your mouth either. That would spray and just be real ugly.
Yeah.
You could come and sing for us, Moby, if you want.
Boy, she's a sucker for abuse. You can tell that right off.
Or we could just write a song about you.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Maybe we could write a song together.
Yes, we could. We sure could. I collaborate with Jim on some stuff every now and then. We just like to do some funny things about people in the crowd, and everybody thinks that's interesting. So
cool.
You might be the next target.
Oh boy, I think we need to make that happen, Christina. A song about
Yes.
Moby. Hey, listen, thanks, Christina, calling. I appreciate you, and tell Jim to.
We're 8 minutes late for this break.
That's okay. Hey,
Okay,
we
it's
roll with the punches,
Okay.
and
Yeah, especially when the chicks call in.
oh hey, and we want to.
I
Hey,
love it when the babes call in.
and besides that, Jim is a friend of Fistful of Radio, and we want to help him out as much as we can. All right,
And I've
so-
always been such a babe maggot. I get all
a babe maggot. Yeah,
Babe
that's
mag-
it. Yeah.
babe magnet. Okay, never mind.
I'll
I
talk about
misspoke.
something serious next time and try to be a valid
Oh no,
contributor.
we don't
No,
talk.
something serious is absolutely unnecessary.
We don't need nothing serious around here. All right, thanks, Christina.
Alrighty.
Appreciate you.
We're taking a break. We've only got a little over half an hour left. Bye, Christina, baby.
See you later.
Stevie, get us
Okay,
out of here, man.
Bye-bye. All right.
Bye, baby.
2 minutes from now, we're back on fistfulofradio.com.
If you served honorably in our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects, ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
Would you like to know the best places to invest your money post-coronavirus? We put together a guide, 7 stocks to own for the next year going into 2021. There are some great ideas in here that you may not have heard before and ways that you can additionally save money in income taxes if you put the best strategy together today. Go to oxygenfinancial.com and get our free guide, 7 stocks that you should own right now. Go to oxygenfinancial.com today.
Waterproofing, it's not dry till it's ever dry.
Hey, Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you.
EverDry Waterproofing, it's not dry till it's ever dry.
You know what?
What's that?
I think the entire time we've been doing this program each afternoon, I think it's the first time we had 2 calls back to back.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know. Wow. Dude. Okay. Remember back in the day when the phone, we'd have like 4 or 5 lines ringing in, and they would all be ringing all the time. And you'd sit there and look at them and say, well, am I going to answer a call or not? It was never, but that right there, that was neat. And thank you very much for the calls.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
Okay. Conspiracy Believers. Psychology Today magazine put out an article called Conspiracy Believers. And I knew you'd like it, Steve, because you are one.
I am.
You're their king. As a matter of fact, you should be. Who are the people who believe the crazy conspiracies that are going around these days? Steve, get down Boogie Woogie Mitchell.
Yep.
The crazy conspiracies going around. Not a theory. Oh, conspiracy spirit. No. They're actually out to get us. The aliens are here. Psychologists say believers mistrust mainstream sources of information. I do.
I do too. That makes you a conspiracy theorist too.
Okay. Well, listen to the rest. Spend a lot of time on the internet. They mistrust mainstream media sources, spend a lot of time on the internet and social media looking for alternative answers. Okay. Yeah. And support the current occupant of the White House. I do. Okay.
You can't trust what they feed you these days. You have to look around. Seriously.
And the aliens live under the South Pole?
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
You need to watch.
What?
You need to watch a show on History Channel called Ancient Aliens.
I've seen the show.
You need to watch it sometimes. You might learn something.
Oh yeah. You might learn some other bull.
No, seriously. There have been. Okay, for instance, did you know back in the 1930s and 40s that the Nazis went to the south, went to Antarctica and found? Well, you just need to investigate
alien remains.
You need to just investigate
alien remains. Is that what they found?
You need to go and just investigate
that.
You
believe that when you saw that, you believed it just because you saw it on television. Hell, I'm a French model. You know that.
This has been documented. The Nazis went to the Antarctica and found, and I'll just leave it there. You go investigate further.
Gerald McCraney was also on Simon and Longmire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gerald McCraney, great actor.
Great actor.
Yeah, and the show that just debuted last night, though, Filthy Rich, oh my God, good. Michael Hopkins writes, I hear a distribution contract has been signed for Schitt's Creek. to be distributed on some more American television channels.
Yeah, it's going to go into.
Wonder how they will promote the program, considering you can't say shit on American television. Like Jimmy Kimmel did. Every time he said Schitt's Creek, and they swept their nominations on the Emmys. And but every time Jimmy Kimmel or anybody would say Schitt's Creek, they would fire the logo up on the screen. So you be sure we all knew that it was SCHITT''S. Okay. Anyhow, now then, Steve, go ahead.
Going into
I didn't mean to interrupt
syndication.
you while I was reading this paragraph.
It's going into syndication. It's because it started in cable and now it's going into syndication on your local television station.
I'm about to sneeze.
Yeah. So it'll show up on like your local independent station, 36 and 46 and stuff like that. Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Love Ancient Aliens. My friend introduced it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve wants me to watch it too. Watch out for the creatures from Planet Pelosi. Alec Cofield. He's so funny. Lord. 25 till. We're about to fool around and wrap this dog and pony show up here pretty soon.
We're going to take the weekend off.
And Monday was a terrible show. God, I hated being here Monday. But every day since it's been all right. And today the phone calls, and you can always call 855-556-MOBY. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And I don't have to say it again because I said it clearly and distinctly and at a proper pace. 855-556-MOBY.
There you go. There you go.
All righty, everybody. What else is up here? Watch out for creatures from Planet Pelosi. Yeah. Love Ancient Aliens. Yeah. You know what? I see you go scrolling through the guide on your TV.
Yes.
To see what's there
on my computer screen. Well, I've got some stories here if you'd like to.
Sure.
Some content.
I'm going to rear back and eat a peanut, and you go ahead. What you got?
Robert Kraft has a happy ending. Robert Kraft, the owner of the the New England Patriots.
That was with all the hookers?
Yeah, that story.
He probably had several happy endings.
And
I'm sure I would really be, if I was him, I'd want some of my money back if I didn't get a happy ending every time.
So the story goes back over a year when he was at this massage parlor down in Florida, and he was on camera, and it turns out that they dropped the charges, and so he's had two happy endings with regards to that
Have you
story.
ever gone to a massage parlor?
No.
Come on.
I had to stop and think.
Right, bull hockey.
No, I've never gone to a massage parlor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure you haven't.
No, I never have.
Okay, I believe you.
Never had the need to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, it's not a matter of need to. It's you want to.
Yeah.
If they do good marketing, from the curb, it looks like something that's magnetic pulling you in. I've done that.
Well, we're just
but it's been over 20 years because I haven't done it since I was married to this dear sweet wife.
We're just two different people, me and you.
Wow, that's a revelation.
Yeah. In a related story, police in Vietnam have seized 345,000 used condoms that were cleaned and sold as new.
I bet that was a discount price. I wonder if they rolled them back up. I wonder if they could you tell, was it an original roll job? There you're going to be a happy ending again. Now better give me a roll job. Yeah. Okay. They said, well, you know how they, of course they did. And what you do with a condom, this, you can reuse a condom.
Mm-hmm.
We got to turn it inside out and then shake the Pelosi out.
Okay. Woo-wee.
Come on, that was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
Pretty damn funny.
Go ahead and tell.
I have been to a spa for a massage. Sure, Mike, that's right. No happy ending, right? Gotcha. Oh, you started to say, Steve?
I'm just going to say, I thought you were going to tell the story about how there's a serial number on the condom.
You didn't know till I told you that.
I know that.
Because you never had to unroll it far enough to see.
So I knew
the used condoms were really small. Yeah, because the Vietnamese guys have had it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And I would always prefer a snug fit, I got to tell you. Well, go ahead.
Recycle
you have
condoms.
Other stories, you said.
No.
What?
I'm good for now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were on the roll. Okay, I was bearing back.
That's fine. That's fine.
Used condoms were really small. Got you. Because they shrunk up in the wash.
Shrunk up in the wash.
Shrunk up in the wash.
Shrinkage.
Man, we really shouldn't say cocksock, should we? Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't.
Well, too late now.
A Pelosi sock. That's it.
No.
Man, oh man, oh man. What say, buddy? I'm sorry.
Too late now.
For what?
We're not on a delay. We don't have a 7-second delay here. So
if we did, you would have used it then?
Nah, probably not. We've said a whole lot worse here.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have.
And I've listened to Fistful of Radio quite a bit.
Yeah.
I've heard a whole lot worse too.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Okay, smart musicians. This came out of it's a research journal called Intelligence. And I hope they don't use big enough words I can't share this with you, but I'm going to try. Give my best shot here. And then we'll have to take another break.
Yes, we do.
Okay. People with musical talent have a higher IQ, research finds, than people that don't have musical talent. Yeah. Being good at recognizing a tune and having rhythm is linked to higher nonverbal intelligence. Psychologists have discovered that to be true. Okay. Do you feel like you have musical talent, Steve?
I do, but I haven't really
pursued
such talent. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. We were talking a while ago about going to a black church, an AME church, for a service. Buddy, I'm telling you what, if you got musical talent, they'll find it in you and pull it out. God Almighty, I love it. You're clapping and hollering and praising the Lord and yeehaw. I'm telling you what, there ain't no stupid people there because everybody's got rhythm and talent in them churches. Dang. Kim Ponder says that's the truth. Okay.
I think I'm more of a producer. I think I would be a good music producer rather than a good performer.
That reminds me of a dream I had last night where I was in the studio and there was a young girl there that had written a song and she wanted me to find some specific musicians to perform on the song. And so I called Paul McCartney so I had most of the Beatles gathered there and I got to produce, but you weren't the producer. It was David Leonard. I'm sorry, Steve.
That's all right.
I should have brought you into that mix.
That's all right.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
What? Used to what?
I'm used to you being overlooking me, looking past me.
You know, on the first Moby album, I was engaged to this woman one time, and she sang the backup on one of the songs, and on the liner notes, I had neglected to include her name because we'd already split up, and I'd lost an engagement ring in the process, and so she got pissed off at me because I didn't put her name on the liner notes. Okay, God,
right.
Look at the time.
Yeah, look at the time. We got one more break to go, and then we're out of here for the weekend. Back in 2 minutes on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter,
and
and
we're out of here for the weekend. I'm out of here for 2 full days.
That too. Fistfulofradio.com.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place. And the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you. Available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to EverDryAtlanta.com. Okay.
EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Billy Brew. Join me along with Rich Sullivan on The Opening Act with Sully and Billy, weekday mornings from 7 to 9 right here on fistfulofradio.com.
There you go.
Oh, I thought Billy Brew was about to say some more stuff.
Oh, we're done. Man.
I was waiting on him to talk.
We're done. It's all on you.
I don't want to get in the way of anybody. I just want to sit over here. I'll sit over here with all my friends.
And your peanuts.
But you're alone, Moby.
Yeah.
That's correct. I'm here by myself. Just me and my friends, all by myself, with my used condom. Okay, thank you. Okay. Love Kim Pond. Love the Nostalgic Podcast. I love to hear Chance, Al, and the rest of it, and the rest go at it about the shows and everything they talk about on the podcast. That's cool. Oh, it was getting promoted on the program while ago. Okay. But we've had a bunch of people reach out on the Moby Mitchell Facebook, the Moby Mitchell What Is It podcast? Well, Moby Mitchell Facebook. Steve, you're there. I know you're there. You're listening. When people write, I see it. We talk about. Okay. Steve was on that dream. He was very young then, and was interning on that gig.
I have no idea what that means.
Talking about my dream last night.
Oh,
all the musicians were assembling. Ha ha ha. And I'm trying to remember I think John Lennon was there too, but that couldn't happen these days, could it? Okay. In a disagreement with your spouse, talking things out while having a cup of coffee might be the ticket to smoothing things over. Okay. I'll try that next time. In a study, people were more easily persuaded to see another's point of view after drinking a caffeinated beverage. Oh, bull hockey. I wonder if the same holds true for drinking alcohol. Because that many times a smooth thing. Matter of fact, that's when it begins sometimes. Oh, God. Honey, I know I've been drinking. I got a little buzz going. Don't you know? I sure do like looking at your boobies. Okay. The researchers say caffeine enhances alertness and concentration, making it more likely you'll come up with a win-win compromise. As in Shape magazine. Yep. Okay. What else do you have, honey?
I have this. They found the manual for the oldest working computer. It dates back to 1945.
The computer was probably as big as a boxcar.
It was big as
How
a
big
room.
was the manual?
It was big as a room, which is bigger than a boxcar.
Depends on the size of the room, Steve. A boxcar is pretty damn good size.
It was huge. It took several people to operate.
Like Bernie Sanders there, you know? Huge.
Mm-hmm. It took several people to operate this computer. And they finally found the manual. They didn't.
Had they been looking for it this whole time?
Yeah, they have been looking for it this whole time. It was
they thought it was the South Pole, the aliens.
The Nazis. This was a computer that was built back in 1945 by the Nazis, and
that was about when they lost.
Yeah, exactly. It takes up most of a room, takes several people to operate it, and now resides at a museum in Munich. Hasn't been used in quite some time, but it's a massive thing, and they used it to work on early airplane design and construction.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they finally found the manual that they used to construct it and now to operate it.
If they had, before the end of the war, if they hadn't lost that damn manual, they might have won. But they lost the computer manual. They didn't know how to look stuff up. Just saying.
You know, that Hitler guy, he believed in aliens, by the way. He did.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah,
really, did he?
Yeah, he did.
How do you know he did?
It's well documented that he believed in extraterrestrials.
Yeah, I always say that about documentation. And what they found, and they found they did a polar exploration
Antarctica.
And Antarctica, yeah.
And the
polar's the north, right? Antarctica's the south.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Where the South Pole is, where the aliens are. Antarctica.
Where the aliens are, yeah. And the Nazis went down there and they found some. Well, we're gonna watch Ancient Aliens to figure that out.
You do watch Ancient Aliens. You might learn something, and then you won't.
Yeah, but I don't know it's gonna be anything I'm gonna put any stock in.
And then you won't call me a conspiracy theorist anymore.
I probably will.
Yeah, you probably will because you're a Pelosi head.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, if you're trying to sell your home, a lot of people do this, and they'll use potpourri or baking cookies to give off that feel good aroma.
Mm-hmm.
Because if somebody come in looking for the house, they go, God, I love the smell of this place.
Mm-hmm.
That's bull hockey, honey. That's bull Pelosi, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Think again. A Canadian study found that since even good ones are distracting, they can even turn a potential buyer totally off. Barb Schwartz, nice Jewish lady, she wrote a paper called Home Staging. Don't put things out that smell good. But also, you don't want to have things that's in your house, where when they open the door and you walk in, say, "Ooh, they must have had a cat." You don't want to do that.
We talked about things that make you gag earlier.
Yeah.
A cat, a bad cat. What do you call them things? The
litter box.
Litter box. That'll make you gag. That'll make you throw up.
You've walked right by one every time you've been to the house.
Yeah, but you guys keep yours well taken care of. So
Mary Beth says we need to clean it every day. I said, yeah, right. That's happening.
Yeah. And it's in your. Is it in your office?
No, it's in the bathroom right across the hall from my office.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's a full bath, and the shower stall that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we keep the litter box.
Okay,
It's a great place to keep it because there's a door there, so the cat. What the bad thing is when somebody comes along and closes that door.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jack is all befuddled. Where can I go? Okay, I'm gonna crap somewhere. Daddy, I'm gonna find some place to take a good Pelosi. I am. All right. Oh boy, what? Oh, fat fight and COVID-19. Fat fight and COVID-19. There is an easy way to up your chances of not getting a severe case of COVID-19. Well, I don't even want a mild case of COVID-19. That seems fairly severe to me. Okay, but a severe case of COVID-19, you can avoid that by losing weight. Okay. CDC reports that a person is 3 times more likely to be hospitalized for the coronavirus if they are overweight. Steve, I am doomed. I mean, damn doomed. No, I mean, I'm never not going to be any overweight. I've been overweight my whole life. It's amazing I've survived this long. I plan on living forever. So far, so good. Okay.
However, if you were, we were talking earlier, if you were watching Laura Ingraham last night, and Dr. Scott Atlas, who's on the president's coronavirus task force, pointed out and has some stats. People our age, there's a 95% survival rate of people who contract.
Did you say that you apparently were watching the part when they had the survival rate for all age groups?
Exactly.
And none of them were less than 90%.
Exactly.
Mid 90%.
Exactly.
Survival rates for all of them.
Exactly.
But but he said most people that died for coronavirus have other underlying issues.
Exactly.
And it makes it's harder for them to get over anything.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I don't think I've ever had you agree with me like that for anything.
I know.
We were watching the same damn show and it wasn't Ancient Aliens, but you got to watch Filthy Rich.
All right. I will. I'm going to put that on my list of things to watch tonight because
what was it? You wanted me to watch?
Lodge 49.
Lodge 49. I haven't looked at it. You think I like that?
Yeah, you will. If you like quirky, you'll like it. It's really good.
Sometimes I like quirky, and sometimes stuff that's just quirky is just quirky and not very entertaining for me. I like intellectual programming.
Yeah, right.
I just sat here and see how you'd respond to that.
I can tell when I've been baited. Yeah, right.
I'm the master of baiting.
Yes, you. Yeah, right.
There you go again. See,
it's twice you tried to do that to me. Yeah, right. Masturbator, you.
Steve. But not with a used condom. Okay. Do you lose your remote ever? Do you lose your remote control?
Negative.
And if you do, you got plenty of company. Plenty of people lose the remotes. Thank you. 17%. Wait a minute. Let me do it again. 38% of adults misplace the remote control for their television 1 to 5 times a week. These would not be people I'd want to hang around with. And they sure keep your hands off my damn remote. It's on the tabletop right next to Daddy's chair. There's where the remote goes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you take it from there, it's okay. You can use it. Fine. Put it back. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, 38% of adults say they have misplaced the remote for their TV 1 to 5 times a week. 17% lose the remote 3 times a week or more. 44% claim they know where the remote is 100% of the time. That would be the lovely Steve Mitchell.
And yes,
he always knows where his remote is. Why does he always know where his remote is? Because he's there by himself. It's a lonely life, but he can always find the remote.
Here we go again.
It's a lonely life, but he can always find the remote. That's funny. God.
Here we go again. It
Go ahead.
always comes back to me and my
Loneliness.
my loneliness.
Your lonely existence.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, they're looking at the windows at your neighbors and people you don't know walking through their yard. Okay.
Please,
where's the remote?
Please, God, don't let me die alone.com.
Was that what it was? Yeah. Yeah, that was funny.
That's right.
we were actually going to do that web. Did you preserve that website?
I did. I own that domain name.
Okay.
Actually,
please, God, don't let me die alone.com. Was that exactly what it was?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I'm sure you remember. But you know those big event movies, the huge budget movies.
Yes.
$200 million to produce this movie.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't making those anymore, man. The big event movies, the ones that cost hundreds of $1 million, like Hunger Games, that's one.
Mm-hmm.
They cost a whole bunch of money. But Frozen, it was an animated movie. It cost in excess of $100 million to make.
Mm-hmm.
Avengers Endgame.
Yep.
Also, and who was a chance called a while ago? Want to know if we like the Marvel movies? Avengers Endgame. That's one of them, isn't it?
Yep.
They might not have long to live. Blame the pandemic. By 2023, a big event movie could disappear entirely.
Wow.
I mean, goes away. Since the global healthcare crisis hit the U.S. in March, not a single traditional studio appears to have greenlit a theater budget anywhere near $200 million. I mean,
wow.
right now. So what they're going to have to do is find storylines that make sense and people that can act and produce that with them sitting in a coffee shop somewhere.
Yeah.
That would entertain me more than the space films, Star Wars. Okay.
Tom Cruise has got a movie coming out. He's going to be filming a movie. They're actually going to send him. I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Going to outer space.
Yeah, they're going to shoot him up, and he's actually going to go to the space station on either. I think he's going to go up on Branson's. Branson's
will make more sense.
spaceship.
I can't imagine NASA would be behind this.
Yeah, one of the other independent contractors. They're going to shoot him up there and film it up there.
I do believe, and you will agree with this, and we will in our lifetime, if the good Lord lives us here for a normal length lifetime, we will see somebody, and probably from a variety of countries, land on Mars.
Yes.
Mars will, I believe that will happen. I do. However, I don't believe we're going to find little green men there. And I don't believe anywhere in our solar system there's another civilization. That's what I want to find, is proof of another like I'm going to find it ever. I don't think in my lifetime we'll ever find proof of another civilization on any planet, anywhere, in any solar system, in any galaxy. Proof of another civilization, which would be required if your theory of little green men having visited here. No. I see that would indicate that there actually is other civilization somewhere in this solar in the universe, and there no doubt is. There may be. No way am I denying that, but it's so fur and snaky to this location. It takes so damn long to get there. Imagine how something being a few thousand light years from us, and somebody that the civilization there coming here. Bull hockey. Nah, I don't believe it.
No, you gotta. There's things that we don't understand.
I need to watch Ancient Aliens.
You do. You need to,
because the answer to that question is there.
You need to expand,
and I need to subscribe to the Inquirer.
And you need to expand your mind and open up your mind.
My mind is realistically expanded. It's a long way to any place. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, even in our own little solar system here, these 8 or 9 planets that surround our sun. I think we're pretty sure there's no civilizations on any of those planets. And outside of that, Come on, man. Come on. Light years. Think about that.
You need
light
to.
Years.
And on that, we're going to close it out for today. And this.
Well, y'all got some research. So you got homework to do before next Monday.
You do that. We'll be back here Monday at noon. And the video for today will be available right now. Available on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be back. And this show, by the way, repeats at noon. 4 o'clock today on Fistful of Radio. We'll be back on Monday
And
at
on
noon.
Fistful of Radio tomorrow, they run a best of
On
Moby
Sunday.
show.
On Sunday.
No, he said Saturday. He said Saturday.
Oh, he's Saturday, right.
He did say Saturday.
Thanks, man.
Sometimes I say stuff that's right, and you just got to accept
I
it and
know.
agree.
Sometimes you get lucky.
There's no other civilizations.
Been a great week. Thanks, man. Love you, brother. Back to have a great weekend.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to have a really good weekend, and you find, because I know how lonely you are. Watch that Filthy Rich.
Okay, I will do. That's a wrap.
Hey, love all of you, the cousins in this radio family. Thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
For being part of the Moby and Mitchell Broadcast Extravaganza radio family.
Say bye-bye.
Waving bye-bye.
I told my wife to laugh behind my back. She said I want the funny stuff on the other side. Hey, if you're looking for laughs, check out the Newsmaker Line Comedy Show, Saturday, October 3rd at House Grill in Roswell. Are you kidding? It's a hilarious night of comedy, impressions, and brand new parody songs.
Doesn't blink when she lies, cause she can't move her eyes. That's Pelosi. Talk for 8 hours straight, then lost her upper plate. That's Pelosi.
Safe distancing guidelines will be practiced and seating will be limited. So get your tickets now. Visit newsmakerline.com or call 678-829-SHOW. That's 678-829-SHOW. House Grill, are you kidding? I said to the waitress, could you tell me about the menu, please? She said the man I please is none of your business.